Welcome to Unfiltered, Pixel Pro Audio's weekly show. Today we have a special guest, Dave Fisk, and he's here to tell us more about warm audio. Hello, welcome back around the drum. I'm Tay, this is David, and that is Dave, and he is with Warm Audio, and today we're going to talk about Warm Audio and a little bit of the history and kind of what they are all about. So, Dave, welcome to Pixel Pro Audio Studios up here.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you up here with us. Warm Audio is like one of the hottest companies developing fully professional studio gear. And we have loved them for years, but if you could kind of tell us like the inception or the history of Warm Audio, just a little bit of like kind of where you guys came from.
Warm Audio was started by Bryce Young, who started about 7 years ago with the WA12 single channel mic pre. That was the first product that Warm came out with. And that did well, and it just kind of grew from there. So it's the growth has been rapid.
So Bryce Young started this company to provide, customers and people with a better solution for pro audio gear, I guess, right?
More analog gear.
More affordable, right?
Right. Yeah, and it comes down to the components. It's all at the component level. We're really picky about what goes into these things. And we show it off. When you look at the product pictures on the website or in the brochures, we show you the inside of everything. Yep. So you can see what's going on in these. A lot of our gear, like the 76, the 251, we're using Cinemag transformers. Yeah. And the 73 series, we're using Carnhill transformers in there. And the tubes, we're picky about which ones we pick. And it's like that with all the components. And we just make a lot. We don't do a run of 100 or 200 units. We'll do a run of a couple thousand units.
Yeah.
And so we can get our costs down and get, high performance gear out to people that, when I was in college, I remember using gear and, this costs $3,000, this costs $4,000. And when you're like struggling to eat, that just seems so insurmountable. Mm-hmm. So for us, it's great that students can use it and see like, oh man, this is actually within reach. So we got really popular in that crowd, the home studio crowd. But because the price to performance ratio is so good, it attracts the higher end clientele. People in professional studios all over the place. And they're looking at it going, well, I can get, this piece of outboard gear for $5,000-$6,000, like a vintage version, but, I can get like 8 of the same, like the 76 and have, why wouldn't I? Because it's performing at that level. Mm-hmm. So that's where, when we go into professional studios and do events there or whatever, we're seeing that a lot. And, places where you think, well, they could get whatever they want and they're, but yeah, they can.
Yeah.
And they choose Warm because they want it.
We're getting into front of house rigs for live music now. Depeche Mode, Billy Idol, and folks are using our stuff on the stage in their rigs as well. So the kind of the mission of us, of Warm, is boutique quality at affordable pricing. So, and we've managed to be able to get the secret sauce to do that. And it's just been pretty nutty over the past couple of years with the growth that we've had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me. You guys have been pumping out some great products over the years, including mics, preamps, EQs, compressors.
Compressors for sure.
David, do you want to talk about maybe the ones you have?
I've only got one. I've got the WA76. And sometimes I prefer it over my distressor because it's so good. Yeah. I mean, I could talk about it for days, but I'll save you guys
maybe another episode.
So, yeah. We should definitely do that.
We're big on video content. We release 2 videos a week. And
Can you tell us a little bit about that video series?
so one of them, I believe a new episode comes out every Friday. It's called In the Mix with Joe Carroll. Joe Carroll is a tremendous engineer in Nashville.
Okay.
His studio, I believe, is called Treasure Isle Recorders. They've done, man, all the country greats have recorded there. Dolly Parton, Alabama. I mean, any of them. All Johnny Cash. You name a country artist from. I don't know how long the studio's been around, but it's one of the older ones there, and it's cool.
Yeah.
And I think Jason Aldean records there now. And so he was an early adopter of Warm. He was actually, when the 76 first came out, he, as a lot of people, I think, would be kind of skeptical of the claims, like, yeah, okay, come on.
Yeah.
And then he got one and tried it and went, wow, okay, cool. And went online, started talking it up, and it just kind of helped grow the community that way. And he's been a big brand advocate. So he helped us out at Winter NAMM. He was at our booth, and it's great because he's using everything every day. And so he does this video series where he'll talk about one episode might be, recording drums. So there'll be an episode on like how he mics up the drums and what mics he's using, what pre's he's using. And then the next episode, you'll actually hear it. You'll get to hear how it sounds and anything he might do like within Pro Tools. He'll do that with vocal chain. He's talking about guitars and doing bass. So it's really a good educational tool.
Yeah.
To see, how someone in a real studio with real session musicians is working. And it's nice because the videos aren't super long. They're not boring. And so that comes out every Friday. And we also do something, we do a lot of artist videos. A lot of our artist videos are shot in his studio.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see him bopping behind the console sometimes in some of them. We do artist videos all over the place, not just there, but a lot of them are done there. We have a video crew that we send all over the place to shoot stuff. So they were just in Oregon. We just released a video, I believe it was earlier this week, with Sylvia Massey. And
that's awesome.
Recording a big band at her studio up in Oregon. And
Do you know who the band was?
Timberline Express.
Okay.
And really good.
Yeah.
And, she's got 251s, I believe, on the trumpets, 47s on the saxes. And
can't go wrong.
84s for drum stuff. And the cool thing about that one is it's not just a performance video. Sylvia and her assistant engineer are talking about the process that they're doing, why they chose the mics that they chose, and the pre's that they're using.
Right.
It's and I really like that. Yeah. It's more of a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, totally.
So we're doing more of those things. We did a video with her a couple months ago in Germany. She does what she calls adventure recording, which is really cool.
Okay.
She's awesome because she thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
So she'll be doing things that you haven't really seen before for like recording drums and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys can get out there with the media and or with media to show your products in action. And like you said, pull back the curtain a little bit and show people what you're not hiding anything. This is what people use it for. This is why they've chosen Warm Audio. And I think that's great because people that like your brand or are looking at your brand can definitely use that as a tool to say, yeah, this is what I want, and I will choose this now because I've seen this.
Yeah, like choose it over thousands and thousands of dollar hardware pieces.
Yeah, well, and one of the things we kind of pride ourselves on, and I've always believed this, I've been on the retail side of things and on the manufacturing side of things for a long time. And I'm also a consumer. Like, I buy stuff.
Yeah.
And I demand as a customer, good customer service.
Oh, yeah.
And so I feel like I kind of need to provide that from the manufacturer standpoint. So we really pride ourselves on customer service.
Yeah.
If, something does go wrong, we're there to help you out. We have our own in-house service department. So if something needs to come in, we can fix it in-house, no problem. because of the way these things are made. I mean, it's not just one giant PCB board on the inside.
Right.
It's like we can replace at the component level if we have to, which help keep service costs down.
Yeah.
So it's and we have a pretty low failure rate, a really low failure rate, considering the volume that comes out of the warehouse. So we don't have stuff in for service all the time. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not like we've got a pile of stuff, and my service tech Antonio's going, "Oh my gosh!" It's like, So it's the stuff's built really well.
Yeah.
And I joke around when I'm demoing like the 47.
Yeah.
Or doing any sort of training with it with people that are new to it, and I'm like, here, pick it up, hold it, because it's milled from a solid piece of brass.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could defend your home with this thing. It's heavy. You really like. It's the first time I picked it up, I was like, oh, it's not it. This thing is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I love the kind of the simple business model that Warm Audio has. It's just you are trying to get great audio, professional recording gear to people in an affordable way and have them accessible to almost everybody. So I love it.
If there's one piece you had to pick from Warm Audio, what's your favorite?
Jesus, my favorite.
I know you weren't prepared for this question.
Yeah, you're dropping that on me. Oh man, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I'm a drummer.
Okay.
And I really like for overheads the WA14
Okay.
and the new 84s.
Okay.
And I like the 84 on hi-hat.
Yeah.
And I'm also a fan of the 412 mic pre, the 4-channel mic
Hard
pre.
not to like that one
Yeah.
a lot.
All the stuff, like, don't get me wrong, all the stuff's killer. But like the 4-channel, the 412, it wants to be driven hard. Yeah. It wants loud input. It just loves it. And so drums sound great through it. Everything sounds great through it. It's nice and open sounding. It doesn't add a lot of coloration, but man, you can just kick it in the pants and it's like, give me more.
Yep.
So that I really like. The Tone Beast, the TB12 is really cool.
Yep.
The interesting thing on that one is, you can kind of, when you look at what we do, you can kind of go, okay, I see what's going on here. It's like classic reproductions of classic gear.
Right.
But the Tone Beast is its own thing. It's not really based on anything. And there's 2 6-pin socketed op amps in there that are user replaceable. You can go online and buy, I like this one or that one, and pop them in yourself. There's different transformers you can switch between. So it's a tone shaping mic pre.
Right.
There's really nothing like that out there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And so that one, guys that run their acoustic through it, they're just fanatical. They love it. So that's really cool when I'm out and about, getting that feedback from people is how they're like, I got this Tone Beast. It's amazing. I can't believe it. And that I really like that one too.
Go ahead.
So are we going to see more original stuff from Warm Audio? I mean, obviously stuff like this is amazing because you can have a 76 style compressor for a third of the price and it sounds just as good. But the Tone Beast being its own thing and being so good and so original, are we going to see more of that? Because that's really what people want too.
I mean, I would imagine, I can't say for sure 100% either way, but I would imagine the natural progression of just how things go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That we'll just start going, hey, you know what? I want to see this or that.
Right.
And I mean, we Bryce and I and Royce, who does our marketing, the 3 of us will talk, and it's like, man, we should, can we do this? And can we do it affordably and still do it high quality?
Is this based on feedback too from users or customers?
And stuff, right? The 84 is, last year, when are you guys doing an 84? When are you doing an 84? Are you going to do an 84? And so that's one of the main reasons we did it is so many people were asking about it. So a lot of it is user feedback. Now, sometimes it's like, well, we get some requests that it's like, it's not really feasible, or like we could do it, but
can I send in a request?
Yeah.
Can we get a Warm Audio console?
No. Well, look, okay. So That's one I get all the time, actually.
Yeah.
We've actually looked at it, and I'm not going to say we're never going to do one.
Yeah.
Because you never know what can happen.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's an iron that is not in the fire at this time.
Yeah, I figured. It was just kind of a ridiculous request, but like seeing it, I could imagine like Tone Beast preamps and like an orange cover and just a blaze orange console.
Oh yeah, really bright orange console. I don't know how many
Yeah.
people are. I mean, it's one thing where it's a piece of outboarding. It's another thing when the whole thing is like bright orange. Like, you know.
Yeah, it was David's long shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a dreamer.
Part of me is like, we should just build one.
Yeah.
But
I have a studio that could use one.
you know, but I mean, it would be for us. It wouldn't. We're building a new.
Sorry,
facility.
David.
We're building a new building. We've grown. We had massive growth last year, and we're outgrowing the facility we're in. So we're
That's a
building
good
a new
problem.
building right now
Yeah.
in Texas, and it's gonna have a studio in it.
Awesome.
And we've toyed
That'd be really
around.
cool.
You know, should we build a console, just a one-off
Sure.
for it?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Maybe
the amount of time it takes to do
Yeah.
that. I was like, man, just buy one.
We'll have to take a field trip down there for Unfiltered.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Bring
We'll
the drum.
bring the drum with us.
Yeah.
To see what the track record has been for Warm Audio is impressive to this point. You know, and it's safe. I think it's safe to say that Warm Audio will still keep producing either their own things or classic reproductions of other awesome studio gear that everyone is demanding these
Right.
days.
Yeah.
So we totally look forward to anything that is going to be coming out from Warm Audio. I think you guys have a presence at Summer and Winter NAMM.
Yep. And we're at AES too in October.
Okay.
Nice.
That's good to hear. And so we will be always looking to see what the new releases are or all the new products coming out. Well, thanks, Dave, for giving us your time and telling us more about Warm Audio. We really appreciate it. We will see everyone again around the drum next time.